Hello everyone. So my name is Ayub and this tutorial I'm gonna talk about Laravel Socialite authentication with Google, and I'm gonna cover a full series about it. We're gonna log in and register with Google, GitHub, GitLab, and Facebook. Maybe we can use Bitbuckets and LinkedIn. Yeah, all the providers that Laravel Socialite support. Yeah, so without further ado, let's jump into the code. We're gonna create new application 8 and start implementing the Socialite package. So I'm gonna jump to my terminal. I'm gonna create new Laravel project called Google Socialite. Yeah, Socialite. And yeah, this might take some time. Yeah, it needs the GitHub token. Provide this. Okay, so amazing. cd into Google Socialite. That's right, we are in directory now. And I will open this with my VS Code editor. Okay, yeah, that's seems good. Okay. Sorry about this. Yeah. Okay, what we have here? This is, yeah, we have this database, HTTP controller. Yeah, okay. It's a fresh Laravel application. I checked this because I may, for example, because it opened with the same directory, so I just checked to see if that works fine. I'm gonna run my PHP artisan serve. Migrate first. Nothing to migrate. Yeah. I was playing around. Yeah. So yeah, that's fresh. And now we can migrate. Nothing. Okay. Okay, yeah. So here we are. We have those tables. That's good. Okay, fresh. Let's jump into Socialite. And first of all, sorry about this, guys. And I'm gonna refresh this page. Yeah, we have a fresh Laravel application, so nothing fancy there. Yeah, and maybe I'm gonna install jetstream into this tutorial. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Jetstream, it's just a Laravel kit application. Yeah, that's if you may need it to start your SaaS application or anything. I'm gonna install Composer, require Laravel jetstream. Okay, that's weird. Fine, it's installed. I'm gonna follow those instructions. Install this. No, I'm gonna install this with inertia. And yeah, I'm gonna use Teams feature in this installing, because yeah, once you have you may notice some issues if I did, for example, without Teams feature, you may get some errors, and we will go through those errors. And yeah, we will see this at the end in the video, and we will see how we can solve those problems and avoid them. npm run dev, that's to compile our JavaScript files, install and compile. This might take some time. Okay, now it's compiling the files. Successfully done. And yeah, let's run the migration. Okay, let's check our database. Refresh. Yeah, we have the users, team invitation users. Yeah, that's good. And let's run the server again. Okay, now we have this login and registration pages. That's cool. So yeah, we're gonna start installing Socialite. So for those who doesn't know, Socialite, it's a Laravel package that provide authentication with OAuth providers using this package, and those are the supported package authentication. We have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google, GitHub, and Bitbucket. So that's cool, and those are the most popular application or websites that you can grab the users from and log in without do a lot of typing forms, and you may need, for example, a lot of inputs or in your form, but it's gonna be easy. For example, just sign in. The user can sign up, and maybe later you can just redirect them to another page, and he will fill those informations. But because it's just one click and you can log in without a lot of typing. Most of people are lazy, so I'm one of them. But this is happen sometimes. Okay, so yeah, we'll back to the installation. We'll go Composer Laravel Socialite. Okay, I'm gonna stop the server. Composer require Laravel Socialite. Yes. Okay. Installed. Yeah. I'm just. This is for the GitHub, but I'm gonna copy this and do it for GitHub. So where should I put this? So if you just read this description above, you will find this in your config services file. So config and services. Yeah, there we go. Just paste the code there, and yeah, we have to change GitHub to Google. And actually, by the way, it's a similar configuration for example, for this provider and others providers. I see they are similar. If you know how to do it with Google, you will know how to do it with other providers. But we're gonna go through them all, and yeah, because some people like to go through tutorials and do this, see it in action without doing it themselves alone. That's why I will do a series about Laravel Socialite package with all or most providers. So we have here, gonna change this, GitHub to Google. Sorry, okay, client ID and client secret. I'm gonna add this into my OMV file. Okay, I copied all the line. Okay, change this to secret. That's fine. For this, I'm gonna put this the credentials at the end of the coding. We will go to code, and then once we have the functions are ready, then we're gonna go to the Google Developers Console, and we will create a new credentials for our application and grab the client ID and client secret too. And so yeah, we will leave this until the end. Yeah, for the redirect, I'm gonna put here the callback URL. We have localhost 8000 and auth Google and callback. That's it. So yeah, what we are missing here. Yeah, we will go through create URLs, web routes. Yeah, here we have route and just get and URL auth Google redirect. Yeah, that's it. And we have go get, and this is the callback. So yeah, auth Google and callback. All right, here we're gonna define our controller and our methods. So yeah, let's create the controller. I'm gonna stop this and PHP artisan make controller. We can name this, we're gonna do it inside the auth directory and Google controller. That's it. Successfully. And yeah, here we go. We have, let's check. Okay, HTTP controllers. Yeah, here we are. Here we have our controller. So for example, you may use this. This is new things in Laravel routing. So yeah, the full path up HTTP controllers and auth, and we define the Google controller, and the method will be handle Google redirect. That's it. But I'm gonna not use this, the full path. I'm gonna do something here like this. Google controller, yeah. And this, it will import the full path above, and just I'm gonna use the class. That's all. Gonna do it here too, class, and we have the call handle. Yeah, gonna name this handle Google callback. Fine. We will jump to our controller and create those two methods. The first is the public function handle Okay, Google redirect, and another function handle Google callback. Okay, that's fine. So for this, for the Google redirect, so we're gonna just redirect the user to the provider URL or endpoint. For example, let's do it in action return Socialite. So here we're gonna use the Socialite package, and once I hit enter, it import the Socialite facade above. So yeah, we have driver, and I'm gonna use Google as driver, and then redirect method. Redirect, yeah, that's it for this function. And handle Google callback. So once this succeeds, we're gonna back to no, this is actually we're gonna just once we click on our login or sign in or sign up, we will redirect via this function. And once we hit we click on our Gmail account, we will use this function. So basically, for example, we're gonna grab the user from Google API, and then we're gonna create our logic how the user gonna sign up into our application or sign in into our application. Yeah, so that's all the magic behind this. So I'm gonna start. First, I'm gonna do a try catch. So try catch function, and yeah, here I'm gonna use exception. Okay, something. Exception. How this? Yeah, exception. Okay. And back to this. Okay. First, I'm gonna try we will get the user from, if it's successfully, we will get the user from Google Socialite, and then driver, we will pass the Google and user. That's it. So once we have this, we're gonna actually check if we have this user already in our database. So for example, if we have the user already in the database, we're gonna just log in without saving the information again in our table. But if we don't, we will save the information or the data that comes from Google via this line, and then save it, and then make the user logged in. That's it. So this is, I'm gonna check if the user exists or not. So the user existed. User existed. And I'm gonna go to user. Where? For this, there is actually two things here. You just do first. Yeah, grab the first one. I'm gonna add two columns. So we need Oauth Id. This is the ID of the user in Google tables, and this will be user ID. And I'm gonna check the provider too. So you can do it. It's depend on, but I'm gonna use this. Where Oauth type equal Google. That's it. So, and we don't have those columns. I'm gonna go and add new columns to the table. I'm gonna do, for example, I'm gonna do just PHP artisan make migration, yeah, and add Google OAuth columns to users table. So yeah, once if we did this, by the way, if we did this to users table, it's gonna specify the tables into our function without doing it, or you can just specify, if you don't want to do this to users in your file, just specify the table like this, users, and it will do the same thing. It's just a tip that I'm gonna use. I'm using. So hit enter. Yeah, the migration is created successfully. Okay. So now we will add those two things in our. We have the database migration and yeah, this file. Yeah, so that's the main table. String. This is actually a string type of ID, and it will be new label. Yeah. Okay. Copy paste, and here we have the type. Yeah, sounds good. Now I'm gonna just add another 2 lines here for dropping column. Drop column of ID. Okay, I miss this. Sorry guys, it's the first time I'm shooting a video or a tutorial, but I'm so confused now and I'm not comfortable, but in the next time I think it will be better by top. For example, if I did more videos, and yeah, I hope so in the future. I'm gonna give good content and high quality videos. That's what I'm doing now. And if you have, by the way, any feedback or anything that should I solve in the future, I'm gonna be super happy about it, because you will help me a lot to to give the best that I can. Yeah, so it's appreciated from you guys. Now we created the new fields. I'm gonna just migrate them. Artisan migrate. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna check the database, the users. Yeah, we have the auth and type here. That's super fancy. Good. So yeah, once we have this, we will use if statements. A user existed. If so, just do this auth. I'm gonna click and import the auth facade, and then I'm gonna use login function to make the user existed logged in. That's it. And once we have this, just return redirect, and yeah, using the naming convention in routing. So yeah, we have dashboard, and that's it. If we don't have this user, if it's not exist and it's a new user, I'm gonna create a new user. User model. I don't know if we have this, right? No, we don't have actually the user model. I will import this. If you check, we have the user model and create function. Method function. Okay. And what the things that we need, it depend on. For now, I need the name. I'm gonna just user name, and yeah. So once we have this, I need the email address for that user email, and I need the OAuth ID for this user. This will be the ID, user ID. Okay, and the auth type. Basically, this will be Google. Google, and yeah, we have the password now. Password cannot be reliable. Yeah, the password, actually, I'm gonna do just the user ID. Make this the user ID. So here you can do anything you like. If you want to give the user a password or anything, you can do anything. But for now, I'm gonna do just the user ID. I'm gonna change this to a hash type. So yeah, that's all what I need. And let me just, I don't like this thing, repetitive here. Yeah, we have something, authenticate. Yeah. Sorry about this, but just checking a few things. Kernel, yeah. No, it's not in the kernel. Okay, so yeah, that's not big deal. So just I'm gonna do const Google type. I'm gonna give it Google. I don't know if this is the best approach or not, but if there is a best way to do this, for example, the construct or something, or maybe a public variable, but I like to use this. If it's not, just please leave me a comment below and I will be super happy about it. So static and Google type. That's it. And that's all from now. Now we have to just, once we have this login function as the same as we did here, but I'm gonna copy paste this. Yeah, and I'm gonna change this to new user. Yes, but this is, I will just add exception, and yeah, for the catch, I'm gonna do just and dump errors. If there is any errors, just, so this is not imported. I'm gonna do one thing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's imported here and we have no errors now. And there is some errors. The error that I talked about earlier, it's the Teams feature. So yeah, we will face some errors, but I'm gonna solve them in once. Just I want to show you the error, and once you have this, you will know how to fix it quickly. So yeah, I think we have everything done. We need something in the UI, the sign in or sign up button. I'm gonna go to resources and JS, pages, auth, and login. And the same button will be in the login and the registration. So I'm gonna just do it in login page, and you can use the same code for register page. So yeah, add div here. Okay, copy paste yeah, so instead of login, I'm gonna use span and yeah, login sign in. I like this term with Google. And I will do, guys, in the next, after I have finished this tutorial about Laravel Socialite, I'm gonna do a good course with Laravel and Vue.js. We will use Tailwind CSS, of course, and some other technologies. We will build some good applications with many features. We may clone some popular applications, maybe Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or an e-commerce website. And yeah, we will implement a lot of things there. So yeah, stay tuned and subscribe to the channel to get notified once I uploaded the videos about it. So it will be soon, maybe in this week or next week, but right away after this course finished. And the course will be finished in tomorrow maximum, because it's 9:40 p.m. now, and I'm gonna upload this, and tomorrow I'm gonna do the rest of the videos. So because it's the first video now I'm shooting, and it was hard for me because I don't know a lot of things to do. So I did this video in an application, and at the end I found it's not exporting to MP4. So yeah, I installed everything from scratch and did this video again. So yeah, I will go back to the code, MX auto, and yeah, I will use merging Y3, and I need to compile npm run watch. And yeah, now desktop project view. Okay. Laravel cd into Google Socialite and PHP artisan server. Okay, we'll run the server, and yeah, we have the files compiled successfully. And now we're gonna back to this. Yeah, it's still working. We'll go to the login page. Yeah, we need something here. It's with full. Okay, and margin left, of course, should be deleted. And yeah, here we have our button. So for now, he will do nothing. I'm gonna add @click login. I'm gonna create login with Google. Yeah, this method will be under submit login with Google. So I'm not gonna use any routing for example, the view router here. So for example, you can just do this dot router push to another redirect, but cannot install a package for just one line of code. I'm gonna use vanilla JavaScript window location dot href to provide the path of Google redirect. That's it. So yeah, once we hit this, we should, okay, invalid request. Why? Invalid request because we didn't specify the client ID. Yeah. So credentials will go to this page. I have created this already, but I'm gonna just delete this and create new one. Create credentials and click in this OAuth client ID. You'll specify the type of the application. It's web application. Google Socialite. The name is, and we're gonna add the URL. It's HTTP local host 8000. And the authorized redirect URL, it's will be the auth Google callback. That's it. And create. Once we create this, we will get the client ID and client secret. Copy this back to your editor. This we have the client ID and client secret. Okay, so yeah, that's it. For now, let's go to our application and try again. Hit sign in with Google. And yeah, here we go. We have this page. So once we click on this, yeah, it's actually successfully done and we have redirected to this page. But the page is blank because we have some sort of errors. I'm gonna check this. Yeah, this is the error actually. Cannot read property of team of null. Yeah, and we're gonna solve this. We will go back to our Google controller. So how to solve this actually? It's pretty simple, just some lines of code. I'm gonna do this. Add in, this is actually of jetstream dispatch. This is an event. We'll dispatch an event of new user. And then this new user will have we'll have a team, and I'm gonna save this team credentials. We have here switch team, and yeah, team new user and own teams function, then create. Okay, that's pretty simple. I'm gonna provide the name of the team. The team will be, for example, of the new user name, and I'm gonna concatenate following the same Laravel convention. It's this team, and I'm gonna specify the personal team. This, I'm gonna put this to false, right? So yeah, and once we have this stored, we will need to change the current team ID on the user symbol. This, if we refresh, we have those. This is the name. And yeah, we have to change. Where is, yeah, okay, where is current? Let me just structure. That's weird. Okay, the current team ID. Yeah, that's weird, you know. Okay, let me just go to. Yeah, we have the foreign key current team ID. Yeah, I know why. Because we need to make the new table, or yeah, new database table. Okay, I'm gonna do this later once this is done. So the new user, we will update the current team ID will be the new user ID. That's it. And yeah, need to do some other things in the model because there is some fillable field that we should change. For example, the OAuth ID, OAuth type, and current team ID. Those will be mass assignable. I don't know. So sorry guys. Should let me just drop this rows. Yeah. And agree. Refresh. Okay. This is fine. Let me just check if we have, yeah, the current ID, it's there. Yeah, this one. And other fields by Laravel jetstream. Okay, so let me refresh. It's not reachable, and I'm gonna do this. Run the server again, login. So yeah, once we click on sign up, it will redirect directly. Okay, I'm gonna drop this because the cache or maybe something else, it doesn't go to Google directly, create this, and yeah, so we don't have any users now. Once we log in, sign in with Google. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there is no errors and it works now fine. But I want to show you the redirection to the Google space. That's why I'm gonna try again and remove this. I'm sorry about the delay, guys. It's the first experience, and I apologize about this. I hope everything will work now. Okay, doesn't work. Maybe I should, for example, just create. Okay. So I just opened Safari browser to avoid the issue that we have earlier about the redirect and all that stuff. So yeah, once we click on the sign in and sign in with Google, I'm gonna add my Google account. Sorry about that. And yeah, we have password. Okay, the password. It's incorrect. Okay, contact at Gmail. So That's not one. Not the. Okay. Totally forgot about it. Okay, yeah. So we redirected to the dashboard. That's fine. That's all what we need. If we check the database, we have the user, the current team ID, and if we go to the teams, that's all the things that we made so far. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video and this is works for you. I'm gonna upload the next tutorials for the other providers as soon as possible, maybe after this recording. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment to improve the content in the future. And don't forget to the course that I will upload after this right away. It will be a good course actually, and you will enjoy it and learn a lot of things from it. So yeah, thank you guys. See you soon.